All right. I need to get more water. Alrighty. Yo, Chauncey, how's it going? Let me share this link out. All right. Wakey indeed. Now, this isn't really going to be a Men of Culture stream, guys. This is going to be more of a rant and chill. It's a difference. There's actually a difference. The difference is in the content. Believe it or not, I do try to keep things like orderly when it comes to content. We're not really going to do a lot of TNA here. Not that Men of Culture is really TNA. It's an education. It's an experience. But what's that Isaac Happy was right about was right. Watch Jackets and Brackets. We watch Jackets and Brackets. Let me watch that. Today, this stream could actually probably get me in a lot of trouble because by the end of it, you'll agree with me if you don't already that I think the LGBTQ plus community wants to actively groom your kids. I think no, dude. Of course, everyone knows that. Everyone that's the take everyone's saying. These people that have a brain stem, have a working brain. But they all do. They all do. And the ones that say they don't, they're being naive to the plan. Maybe they're not maybe they're not really in with the cool kids. Maybe they're not really in with the in group. But they're helping them. They're helping them by contributing to the gaslighting campaign to keep parents misinformed, to keep people confused, misinformed. Oh, LGBTQ, oh, they're so marginalized while they're grooming your kids. Or they're trying to convert more kids into being gay and lesbian and tran. By the way, lesbians, the whole tranny thing, it really throws you for a loop, doesn't it? And that's another thing we'll talk about this stream. Though it's kind of too late for feminists. You would imagine that they would be outraged the fact that a man could be appointed a 4-star general and be then called the first woman 4-star general. Wow, amazing. Or how a man can who fails as a swimmer can then compete with women, claiming he's a woman. Claiming he's a woman, compete with women. Win. Oh, man. Ladies, feminists, you're being replaced. You're being replaced. Your trans allies don't like you, all right? They're using you because you're complacent, okay? I guess the stereotype is real, that women just like to comply. They don't like to, I don't know. I guess I would say they don't like to make a scene, but not the women I'm around. But anyway. So this stream could be, I don't know, it could be a little bit of an issue. Good to see Bronx Beats here. How are you doing, Bronx? See? You're not banned. I can't quit you. You can't quit me. We're like, I don't know, man. We're like two peas in a pod, okay? Okay. Let me share this link out on the main YouTube page so that other people know that way as well that I'm live. You know, that would be nice, I guess. Why did I branch out and make two different channels? To keep the content separate. Keep the drama, the internet drama, the Ethan Ralph drama, and the horror stuff away from just more the, I guess, these rants. They could possibly get me in trouble. I mean, the baby metal stuff isn't going to get me in trouble, obviously. All right, let me share this link here. 1 second, and we'll get started. While I'm doing this, how are you guys doing? How's your morning treating you? I gotta tell you, I'm low on cigars. I am like, okay, can I make this last before the next check? And I think I can. All right. So yeah, the first thing we're going to get into is Texas slams a school for grooming. Okay, that's essentially what the school's trying to do. Go around behind the back of parents. Grooming? Yes. Grooming. What else would you call it? We're talking about an elementary school where they, behind the parents' back, want to teach the kids about sex, sexual orientation stuff, nonsense. Teach them about... Look. I don't want these teachers to be teaching these little kids, like kindergartners, pre-K, kindergartners, first graders, second graders, third graders, about any sexuality. They should be learning how to do math, okay? Learn math. Learn how to read. Learn how to write. Learn cursive if you can. Do that, okay? But where you stick your dick, no, you don't need to learn that. If the parents want to teach them that, that's something that the parents could do on their own time. But anyway, yes, I call it grooming. Hey, when a school's doing an LGBT pride thing behind the parents' back, knowing that the parents would probably not be okay with it, what are they doing? They are grooming. I don't see it any different. They're practically grooming right there. They're getting the kids to do all these things behind the parents' back without the parents' permission, knowing that they need the permission to do that. Knowing they know full and well they should be sued to the fucking ground. These teachers should be taken out, drowned out. I'm going to stop myself. They should be they should be reprimanded, though. Canceled. Taken out. Ode Yellard. Okay? Look, that's bullshit. Bull fucking shit. The school has to let the parents know. The school has to let the parents know if they're going to be doing things that are going to involve a sexual nature. Doing things, teaching the kids things that involve mature information. You know, like sexual information. Like, yeah, Pride Month. Here in Texas, you can't do that. Not without the parents' permission. Not in kindergarten. Not in first grade, not in second grade. First graders, second graders, third graders do not need to be being, when they get picked up by their mom and dad, asking what are homosexuals, what is gay, okay? Like, I swear, man, like, imagine this, because this is what they want. The teachers in these schools, they want your kids to learn about what it is to be gay at first grade. They want your kids to know what it's like to be gay at first grade. Why? You figured that one out, okay? Okay? And I think you figured it out. I think you know why. But this is real. I put it on the screen here. By the way, how are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good time? I hope you're having a good day. We're gonna learn some stuff here today. I thought I had a better Windows capture thing on this, but I don't. That sucks. I'll put it on the screen so that way you know I'm not bullshitting you. I'm looking at this article here. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, the capture is crap. Okay. Obviously, don't need to leave it on the screen here. Okay. So so I mean, let me get you guys feelings about this. Do you guys care? Do you guys care whether or not teachers are teaching kindergartners, first graders, second graders, third graders about gender identity, sexuality, sexual identity, gender identity, all that stuff? Do you care? If you say no, I have to seriously ask why not. I have to seriously ask why not. And I would also legitimately think that you're a part of the problem. 100%. 100%. There is a problem there. There's a huge problem. I mean, but you do you. But I hope you don't have kids. I have a huge problem with it. I have a huge fucking problem with it. 5th grade? Okay, fine. You know, middle school? Okay, sure. Teach them anatomy. But how are they supposed to teach them anatomy? How are these fucking liberal ass progressive teachers supposed to teach them about gender when they can't even fucking tell you what a goddamn woman is? When they can't even tell you what a fucking woman is. I swear, dude, this stuff makes no fucking sense. We're living in crazy town. We're living in a fucking circus. We're living in a time in America where the word woman, to define woman, is controversial. Open a fucking dictionary. Go look around. What's between your fucking legs? Okay, it's easy. Everyone knows what a woman is. Everyone knows what a man is. Everyone knows what a girl is, what a boy is. You know that. You don't, it's not, oh, son of a bitch. But these people are so fucking insane. So fucking insane. Like I gotta say, if you're cool with like teachers, teaching like maybe 5th grade or 6th graders about gender and sex ed, sex ed, okay, sure. But to be qualified to teach that class, they have to be able to define what a woman is and what a man is, obviously, right? If they can't define that, then obviously they should not be even a teacher. Put on that helmet and start a crusade. That's right, we're gonna start a crusade. No shades. No shades. We're mad. We're expressing. All right, let's read this article. Texas AG says Austin School District is breaking state law after barring parents from Pride Week activities. It's not so much that they did the Pride Week activities. It is what makes it worse is that they barred them from being involved in any way because the parents didn't know. They didn't know. And if they broke that state law, all those parents have a class action lawsuit on their hands. They should participate in that, get a fucking payout, get some of their tax money back to them. But then their taxes will be raised down the line. But make that school bleed. Make that school pay. Because here's the thing, man. Not really for the money. To me, it's not about the money. It's about teaching these schools, these school boards, who they have to pay attention to. Okay? Because they're gonna let these fucking groomers run the fucking school, do shit like this behind the parents' back. And then when the parents complain, they're not going to do anything about it. And as we've seen time and time again, where the parents go in, they complain, they express their feelings and everything to the school board, but nothing gets done. Oh, yeah, because that's just all talk. But you have to hurt them where it really hurts. That's give you the money. You sue them. You sue them. Get together and sue them. They should. Anyway, part of one Doss Elementary School's Pride Week activities included a community circle, which instructed students to keep discussions confidential. Are you fucking serious? The school, an elementary school teacher was telling kids to keep this conversation confidential. I fucking swear to goddamn shit. I'm going to ask my son who comes over for school, hey, did your teacher tell you not to tell me anything? If so, I'm going to go right to the school and be like, that motherfucking cunt needs to be goddamn fired. Fucking groom my kids? You're grooming my goddamn kids. Why do you need to have a private conversation with a fucking teacher? I seen porn videos about that shit, but those are adults. These fucking teachers are doing this in goddamn elementary school. Yes, Chauncey's Fat Sack, the schools are trying to make your kids gay. I said this before in a previous stream. I think it's a combined effort to genocide the fucking youth, to kill us all. If everyone's gay and lesbian and trans and butt fucking, no one's producing, right? No one's fucking to have kids. No one's forming families, okay? It's all dysfunction. It's all dysfunction and chaos. If people can't even define what a woman means, what a woman is, what a man is, if a man could just be a woman, and a woman could just be a man, it's chaos and it's lunacy. Society breaks down. It crumbles. It turns to shit. And this is part of it. This is part of the plan. LGBTQ plus is a fucking virus. Don't get me wrong, Susan. I'm not saying I'm anti-gay. Go be gay. But the whole LGBTQ agenda in schools, that is the fucking cancer. That is the fucking virus. Okay, let's read this article. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton sent Austin Independent School District a letter saying that they are in violation. You are in violation of state law because of the district's Pride Week. Pride Week. It's Pride Week, son. Which is currently ongoing. You got to read this in a super gay voice. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton send Austin Independent School District a letter saying that they are in violation of state law because the district's Pride Week, which is currently ongoing. Paxton's letter states that the students must obtain a written consent from their parents before the school delivers a human sexuality instruction. I can't do that for much longer. By hosting Pride Week, your district has, at best, undertaken a week-long instructional effort in human sexuality without parental consent. Or worse, your district is cynically pushing a week-long indoctrination of your students that not only fails to obtain parent consent, but subtly cuts parents out of the loop. Either way, you're breaking the law, Paxton wrote. Arrest them. Dude, the letter is just foreplay. It better just be foreplay because I want to see these fucking teachers arrested. Put them to the wall. Put them to the goddamn wall. Okay, maybe not. They're trying to groom your kids. They are. It is a conscious effort. Why do you think Disney's walking out? Right? Disney's walking, the whole Disney do better, Disney walk out thing. That's because they think the gays and the queers, the lesbians and the trans thinks they can't groom kids anymore. that they can't groom kids at school anymore. That's what it is. Because we talk about the Disney walkout, the Disney Do Better thing. The reason why they're freaking out over there is because the bill in Florida, which is all it is a parental educational rights. That's all it is. What it say? It doesn't say you can't say gay anywhere. All it says is, hey, don't teach sex ed to kindergartners, first graders, second graders, third graders, or any sex ed related thing, which is quite reasonable, right? No! The queers don't think so. The lesbians don't think so. The gays don't think so. The trans don't think so. They look at that and be like, oh, what do you mean we can't teach kindergartners about butt fucking? Huh? What do you mean we can't teach kindergartners about scissoring? Scissor me timbers. Well, Jesus Christ. Disney, do better, Disney. Disney, why are you donating to them? Why are you donating to their bigoted campaigns? They won't let us groom kids. We're going to walk out. We're going to walk out and have a hissy fit because we can't groom kids. That's what they're fucking doing. Disney has had a cancer. The cancer that is the LGBTQ plus agenda in them for a good while. All these companies do. They don't fucking realize what God. I say, let them walk out. Let them walk out, be gone. The quality of Disney movies, let's be honest, has gone to shit. Mr. Deadman, you're a grown-ass adult. Why are you watching Disney movies? I have fucking kids, god damn it. And I can tell you, they've gone to shit. It's an agenda. It is a plan. It is all part of the plan. Okay? Now going back to this article here. Going back. Gonna circle this back around, okay? Okay. I wish I had a cigar. Guys, I hate to do this. But I'm gonna throw in a link to my Streamlabs. Okay, so if you guys are interested. So then I can go buy me a cigar. Jesus Christ. I think the begging's gotten worse. I'm so sorry. Dude, every streamer does this stuff. Every streamer does this. I'm just being honest what it's for, okay? That's the difference there. That's the fucking difference. I'm being honest what it's for. They'll say, oh, donate to me and help me out with my website, or I don't know, what nonsense they say, Well, I guess I'll put it on the screen if I get to it. Jesus Christ. Okay, maybe I won't. I mean, I'm conflicted here. I'm honestly conflicted. All right, let's see. All right, we'll go ahead and put this on the screen, or put it in the chat here. One moment. There you go. And any contribution is going to cigars. That's what it's going to, guys. That way you know. That way you know I'm not lying to you. That's what it goes to. Okay? That's it. This what I'm holding is pretty much a prop. I'm not going to relight this thing. It's dead. There's nothing to it. Okay. All right. Let's get back to the article here about how a Texas school tried to groom kids. And let me tell you something. Let me show you something. Okay? Let me show you this. All right? I think this will show on the screen. It's kind of, it's not really, it's askew. It's all askew. It looks confused, Let me, that's not bad. Maybe this will work better. This is, Lives of TikTok has the freaking tweet right here. Doss Elementary, Texas, held another pride parade today. Violation of Texas law. They barred parents access after a video of the last pride parade went viral. There are two images. You have this grown-ass man playing a saxophone next to this little girl. He's trying to groom this little girl. Why is this grown-ass man playing saxophone, a sexualized instrument, right next to this little girl? What is going on? I believe it in my heart. I see this image. That guy is trying to... I honestly think he's trying to woo her with music. Okay? Okay, that was a little retarded. But no, but seriously though. Seriously. I'm being serious. Sorry. I see a man playing a saxophone next to this little girl. The little girl's confused. Like, why am I holding this? Why is this rainbow heart in my hand? Just hold the freaking heart, girl. Don't be a bigot. Don't be a bigot. See, it's pretty much a death march. Think about it. That little girl was like, no, I don't want to hold this heart anymore. The guy behind him, the teacher, presumably, was like, fuck you, bigot. Ever had a holiday in Cambodia? Bigot? Maybe that's going to happen. They shouldn't be doing this. They should not be going down the halls singing about how cool it is to be gay. All right? They should not be doing that. They're not allowed to do that without parents' consent, without parental consent. These are kindergartners? First graders? I can't tell. They're just kids. Elementary, Texas, elementary school. Oh, spread kindness. Now spreading kindness. So let me tell you something, too, about the LGBTQ community. What they need to understand. You guys have way too much kindness. Way too much kindness and tolerance has been given. It's gone to the point to where you can't even criticize. You can't even just criticize just a little bit without being seen as a bigot or an intolerant. Okay? It's your definition of kindness is to everyone accept and tolerate and comply. Everyone comply with the agenda. Let us groom your kids. Their definition of kindness is to let the teachers teach your kids about the kids butt fucking in school. Butt fucking in school. Okay? That's their definition of kindness. Their definition of kindness is to allow the teachers to talk to your kindergartners, your first graders, second graders, third graders, about sex ed. When these teachers, being all liberal and progressive, so progressive they are, can't even tell you what a fucking woman is. Their fucking woman teacher who has a fucking vag between her legs, fucking breasts, probably has a fucking kid of her own, can't even fucking tell you what a fucking goddamn woman is. And she probably calls herself a fucking feminist. Guess what, feminist? You're gonna be fucking erased. Because here's the thing now. Here's the thing. All these male athletes that are identifying as women, and they're taking the records. Let them. You fucking feminists fucking suck. You fucking suck. You can't fucking... Let me get this straight. You fucking protested. You protested decades for rights for women. For women rights. And look what you have now. Look what you fucking have. Now you have these men say, oh, okay, well, now I'm a woman. I'll even mutilate my penis. I'll be a woman now. Entering your spaces. Conquering you in your spaces. Dominating over you in your spaces. Using the things, taking advantage of the things that you fought for. You got this, feminists. This is the bed you're in. If you're not able to, not willing to say anything, to vocalize opposition to the fucking trannies are dominating in your sports, you don't deserve to have a fucking sport. How about that? How about that? Feminists, sit on the sidelines. You fucking suck. How about that shit? How about that fucking shit? I'm not going to be there helping you out. Fuck it. Fuck it. That brave and stunning woman that won, like, what? Probably going to win all the medals there in Florida. I don't know. The swimmer. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let her. You know what? That 4-star general. Good stuff. You guys think we'll go crazy over here, but I mean this. This is like... This is good. I want Crazy Town to happen, guys. I want Crazy Town to happen. I enjoy this crazy circus because I'm actually waiting for the women to actually finally realize what's happening, join together, and be like, wait, we need to stop it. Oh, it's too late, though. When they do that, like someone like, I don't know, J.K. Rowling, they call her a turf and kick her out. They're never going to unify. They're never going to do anything. Because they fucking suck. Because women are weak. How about that shit, huh? How about that fucking shit? This is... Dude, I know what I'm saying. Dude, I'm venting quite a bit. Yeah, Dr. Rachel Levine, nation's first transgender 4-star officer. So stunning, so brave. Oh, this is what a woman looks like. Feminists, understand. This is the first woman to be a 4-star general who used to be a man, had a family. Everything was fine. His name was Richard. Not anymore. It's ma'am. It's ma'am. It must suck to be a woman. To know that men are better women than they are. I mean, it must suck. It must suck. It must absolutely suck. All right. I realize the chat's like going over that freaking window screen, which is kind of goofy. You know, this setup's all. I don't really use the setup much on this scene on my OBS, so I don't really tinker with it much. Gaudifilla says, sorry, bud. I sent all my money to Ethan Ralph this month. He's having a baby and all that. Look, man. I understand. I saw Ethan Ralph's baby, and immediately I was like, I can't be mean to him right now. Congratulations, brother. You have a fucking baby. You have a baby. Go be a father. Be a good father. But if you fuck up, I'm going to fuck you up. No. Oh, shit. So, guys, on the topic of transgender men in women's spaces, do y'all care? Is this something that you care about? I used to care. In fact, every now and then I might click on a video and be like, oh, that's bullshit. Oh, man, if I was a woman, I'd be pissed right now. But they have it. I mean, if they're not willing to... See, all these women have to do is unify in protest. Boycott. If they all walk out, there's just going to be one player left. Oh, but it will jeopardize their career. Have a fucking backbone. Take a fucking risk. Take a fucking risk. Fight for something. God damn. No one wants to fight for anything anymore. They're fucking pussies. Well, I mean, they are walking pussies. Gay zombie hunter cucked to death. The gay zombie was probably cucked to death. And I did play a gay zombie once before. I did. But am I a gay zombie? Only in that one moment. By the way, in case you don't know what he's talking about, because Brent and Chill has... Sometimes other people watch this stuff, right? They don't know the other channel. We're talking about this. Zombie Hunter, okay? It's the thing I did, all right? It's a film project a long time ago, all right? Really old. In one of the episodes, I played a gay zombie, and he got really gay. The extra that was on the scene, he was a friend. Well, he was a friend. He was a friend. I gotta say, when I get into a role, I really get into a role, man. I really do. Was my dick really hanging out of my short shorts? Did I really do that stuff to that friend? I don't know, man. I wanted it to be real. Okay. Oh, man. Dead man pointed up for implants. He's a man of culture. Oh, you know some Bronx beats? Bronx, you like my implants. That's what you said the other night, man. You're playing with my implants. Bronx Beats was playing with my... I can't show. YouTube won't let me show you my new boobs. Because YouTube hates women too. Which I guess is the way we are now. Women, no one cares about you. What I was going to say about the women thing is that they could all just leave the sport in a boycott. They make a protest. The problem is there's a lot of selfish cunts of virtue signal. Be like, I stand for the trans. That's cute because the trans don't stand for you. Okay? In the LGBTQ community, the trans don't stand for the lesbians. Okay? They don't stand for the girls. Okay? You know why W is not included in that? Why the letter W is not included? Because women aren't part of that group. They're not part of that group. The only women that are part of that group, if you're a lesbian, and by lesbian, I mean you are a butch, doc lesbian. If you're a hot lesbian, they don't consider you part of the group. You're too hot, and, I don't know, heterosexual men will still get off to you. Okay. The only women that really count in that group are the real women. The real women. The women that can open jars. Huh? The women that could drive better. Huh? The women that are brave enough to just take on a fight and be a little pussy. The women that could pee standing up. The women that could really fuck your ass without a strap on. Anyway. What was I going to talk about? Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a bunch of other stuff we were supposed to talk about here. This is not Men of Culture. Rant and Chill. Haven't done one of these streams in a while. Guys, there's 0 likes here on the stream. What the fuck? I've been ranting and raving like Alex Jones, and I got 0 fucking likes on this goddamn stream. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? Do I need to crack open a fucking beer to get 5 fucking likes in this goddamn shit? Because I fucking will. Do I need to go to a school? I'm going to stop myself there. I was going to say, do I need to go to a school as they're questioning these teachers whether or not they're grooming kids? And if they are, should I personally drag them out? Okay. Let me collect myself here. Okay. All right. Judge. We need to talk about the judge. We need to talk about the judge. We'll get to that first. Hold on. Before we get to the judge situation, let's go over this article some more. I think there's some more about it that we need to. Yes. There's plenty more. Wow. It takes like an hour to read one fucking article. Okay, so yeah, we're back here. Okay. All right. So the AG, the Texas Attorney General, sent a letter to the school saying what you're doing is illegal. The Texas Attorney General told Fox News Digital that it's concerning that parents were allegedly kept out of the loop when sexual materials were discussed. It's not only concerning that Austin ISD students were reportedly being asked to keep sexual materials from being discussed confidential, but it is also illegal under Texas state law. The Texas legislature has made it very clear that when it comes to sex education, parents, not the school districts, are in charge, which is how it should be. I will continue to stand up for the children of Texas. The controversial sexual agenda of the radical left does not belong in the classroom, and these types of issues should most certainly not be discussed behind the backs of parents. The letter comes after the Twitter account Lives of TikTok released alleged documents for the school district's Pride Week, which, according to one agenda for preschool through kindergarten at Dawson Elementary, states the rules of participating in the community circle on different topics include respect privacy. What we say in the room stays in this room. Okay, if you have kids, when you pick up your kid from school, ask them. Ask them what they talk about at school. And they say they're not supposed to talk about it. You turn around right then and there. You tell your son and daughter, you don't ever say that to me. You don't ever say that to me. I want to know right now. Today we're about to go get some McDonald's. But if you're going to tell me you can't tell me what you talked about at school because it's supposed to be confidential, we're not going to get that fucking goddamn McDonald's. I'll tell you what else we're going to do. I'm going to fucking go in that school and make a fucking scene. That's what I'm going to fucking do. You got 5 seconds to tell me what your teacher told you in school. 5 seconds to start talking anyway. Otherwise, I'm going to that school and I'm going to make a fucking scene. 5. They start counting down. And then you do it. You do it. You take your kid, go right to the front office. But, God damn it! Who's the fucking groomer, the child groomer that told my son to keep whatever you guys talk to him in confidence? There's a child groomer over here in the school. Someone's trying to talk to my kid about having sex, about gay shit, lesbian shit, scissoring. Who's the fucking teacher doing that? I'm making it sound. I mean, if he did that, that'd be hilarious. That would be funny. That would be funny. He just barged in the school. Which one of you grooming motherfuckers trying to butt fuck my kid? But you just keep on. You don't let them have any moment to respond. You don't let them have a moment to respond. Just they call the police. There's a cop there. They're gonna be like, sir, what's this? But officer, I just want to know who here is trying to butt fuck my kid. Who's trying to groom my kid? Are you trying to groom my kid, officer? Are you enabling groomers? Enabling pedophiles? It sounds like you are, brother. Breast warning for A-logging Vickers live tonight. Oh, he's going live? I'm doing a baby metal stream, which probably wouldn't even appeal to you guys, so don't worry. Don't worry. Anyway. I'm having a Fifi problem? This is not a Fifi problem. You guys are hilarious. Okay, so it goes on to say... Oh, it's actually going over the TikTok stuff. The libs of TikTok. Let me see if I can pull that up. From the Twitter. Oh, man. Dude, this is actually going to get really broad real fast. Holy shit. Hold on. Dude, they're teaching this stuff in like every fucking school. Shut this shit down. Shut this fucking shit down. What the fuck? You want to see this shit? You want to see this fucking shit? Hold on here. Screw the fucking article. Dude, it is a collective effort to fucking groom your kids with nonsense. The liberal fucking woke ass, progressive ass bullshit that we laughed at, joked about, and you know, it's going into elementary school. It's going. Oh my God, you're creating these abominations. Fucking A. Oh God damn it. All right. The critical race theory stuff is coming later. All right. They actually have something though about that school. To do. It might be here. Let's see. Look at that girl. Look at that girl. She does not look happy to be holding the gay heart. Does not look happy at all. Okay. This is from another school. This is Portland, Oregon. Okay. A queer library. Queering the library. Look at this nonsense. Look at this fucking nonsense here. Man, like, dude, I'm so sick of the LGBTQ plus shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you're gay or lesbian or trans. I never gave two shits. But now all you guys want to fucking do is talk about it. All you want to fucking do is talk about how gay you are, how trans you are, how lesbian you are. No one gives two shits. No one cares. What you're doing here is you're trying to bombard and trying to program the minds of the youth to make them gayer, make them more lesbian, make them trans. You're trying to put this shit on them. Fucking A, dude. Queer in the library. The gender unicorn made an appearance. Look at this fucking shit. Get that shit out of the fucking school, god damn it. I'm just scrolling through polyamory. Some of this stuff is like universities. I think. Okay, yeah. Oh. Okay, we're gonna get to this. What is a woman? What is a woman? I guess we could do that now. We could do that now. What is a woman, guys? What is a woman? Obviously, this is in response to this. What is that? Ketanji Brown Jackson, Miss Jackson, being interviewed, being questioned quite a bit before she obviously is going to get picked because she's a black woman, and that's all she needs. Biden only really cares about her skin color and what's between her legs. Biden knows what a woman is. It's very funny how, like, they didn't choose a trans woman for this. They chose a woman for this, right? I mean, clearly they know what a woman is, but then again, maybe they don't. I don't. Okay, here we go.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Chauncey says Deadman diddles kids. No.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in
Okay.
this context.
So
I'm not a
Can't define what a woman is. You could just say it's an adult woman. That's what it is. Adult female. An adult female is a woman. That's what a woman is. What's a female? XX. You don't even have to go there. You just be like, what's between your legs? Like, women and men, they look different. They're built differently. The bodies look so different. You can tell, usually just on first glance. Now, some women do look kind of manly. Some women look more feminine than other women. That part, I guess you could say, is kind of a spectrum when it comes to are you a man or a woman. Not like the spectrum goes, oh, you could be a man and then go become a woman. No. It's like a spectrum within the category, if that makes sense. Anyway.
The
biologist.
meaning of the word woman.
Oh, you have to be a biologist to know what a woman is. Well, there she's saying that it's something to do with biology. Well, there you go. So
So you
I'm not a
believe the meaning
biologist.
of the word woman.
she's laughing because she's fucking smart. Fucking smug ass bitch.
And is so unclear and controversial that you can't give me a definition?
Senator, in my work as a judge, what I do is I address disputes. If there's a dispute about a definition, people make arguments, and I look at the
All right.
law and I decide. So I'm not.
But you look at the definition. You don't even know what the definition is. What definition would you look at? I mean, how could you be a judge? You could even be a school teacher if you don't know what a woman is. I mean, I guess you can now, right? I mean, you could be a school teacher now and teach kids about sex ed and gender stuff to kindergartners, first graders, and all that shit.
Not.
The fact that you can't give me a straight answer about something as fundamental as
Chauncey Fatstack likes to bust my balls. And he understands just playing around. Now, certain jokes are not cool for the optics. I mean, I would lean into that joke for the joke of it. But obviously, some people take things way too literally because they're extremely autistic. And so we just can't. We just can't.
what a woman is underscores the dangers of the kind of progressive education that we are hearing about.
Okay, so what is a woman, guys? What is a woman? ZXVO, are you a woman? Do you have a vagina? Chauncey Fatsack, are you a woman? Whoopi Goldberg's cousin? Whoopi Goldberg looks like a man, but you'd watch Cartoon CP on stream. I've already explained that. I like ZXV, you're still back there. You're still back in the past. I already explained, and clearly you were there. I think you were in the chat, so you saw it too. Okay, and I clearly disavowed what I was watching. I was disgusted. I could not finish. So, come on now. Fuck off with that shit. Let's see. So, let's see what this person has to say, what a woman is. Let's get a biology lesson from this individual. This is going to be great.
Day 8 of being a girl, and I've gotten some messages that...
But you're not a girl. You are clearly a guy.
Are saying...
Just because... And here's what's fucked up about this shit. Feminists used to say, oh, let's erode the stereotypes of what a woman is. And now you have these guys that want to be girls and women who don on the stereotypes, the female stereotypes that feminists were supposed to be against, and then claim they're a woman. So all it is to be a woman in their eye, I guess, is to have the stereotypical look. It's fucking batshit insane. It doesn't make any sense. The logic, it just crumbles like a shit cookie. It's
saying that I need to be calling myself a woman and not a girl. And I didn't even know that some women were offended by being called girls. So that's really good to know. But for me, the word girl feels great because I never got to be one growing up. And
you never will be. You're not a girl. And that's fine. That's fine. You know what? I'm never going to be a black man. I was not born black. I can't just say, oh, I'm black now. Okay? I wasn't born Korean. I can't just go back and say, oh, I'm Korean now. Okay? You motherfuckers are so fucking stupid. I mean, if gender is a construct, race is a construct. Fuck you faggots. Oh, God damn it, shit. Oh, shit. I say that as a bisexual deerkin, by the way. I sucked a number of dicks. 36 dicks. I could say the word faggot. I'll go suck a cock right now so I can say the word faggot. Yeah, I like the trucker stories. That was hilarious. Oh, God. The trucker story was hilarious. The fat black guy with no teeth talking about how he likes to tear into like cracker ass white bitches, these racist ass hoe Trump supporting cracker ass white bitches. I tear that ass up, nigga. I tear that ass up. I'm just quoting him. I'm just quoting. Okay. Except I'm kind of like pronouncing things a little too good. Okay. Let's listen to this some more.
And it feels very able to make mistakes and growing and changing. And
you can make mistakes as
evolving, whereas the word woman feels very strong and confident and powerful, and that still intimidates me a little bit. So I'm gonna keep calling myself a girl. Hope that's okay.
You're a grown ass fucking guy. At least you're supposed to be. And the word woman intimidates you? Go see a fucking counselor that actually tell you something. Okay? Go see a fucking life coach. Okay? You need a fucking reality check. See, here's the fucking thing about this shit. Okay? Therapy isn't fucking helping because the therapists enable this fucking shit. They enable the fucking sickness. They don't need fucking therapists. They need a fucking strong, masculine figure. They need a fucking dad who's gonna tell them, "You are embarrassing me, son. Go back to your fucking room and take that fucking peak ass shirt off. What the fuck is wrong with you? Wipe that lipstick off your fucking lips. Go back to your room. Change. You are embarrassing me. You are embarrassing the family. You embarrass yourself. What are you? You don't even like yourself? What? Are you going to go on a path where you're going to self-harm and end up killing yourself? Because that's what you're going to fucking do when you become a fucking troon! Look at the stats. Am I wrong or right? A lot of troons end up killing themselves. Why? They hate themselves. They started off hating themselves. Why did it become a troon? Conflict of identity. An identity crisis. They loathe thyself. They loathe themselves. They don't like themselves. They're confused about it. They're confused about who they are and what they're supposed to be. That's something we've all can relate to, something we've all been through when you grow up. And depending on your environment, different factors are there's different variables as far as what you will consider as far as what you could be, what you should be, and all this different roles, right? Now you insert gender's a construct, and you can be whatever you want. Just say it. You could be. You want to be a woman? Just say you're a woman now. Just put on some lipstick and put on some nail polish and put on a pink dress. Now you're a woman. Just like that. They're still gonna hate themselves. Oh, you hate yourself? Identity crisis? Oh, you're probably a woman. Go ahead and take these hormones. Go ahead and have surgery and have boobs. Go ahead and mutilate your penis and turn into a bloody fucking wound that's supposed to pretend to be a vag. No, then you're really gonna hate yourself. Then you're really gonna be, oh, I fucked up. Oh my God, what the hell's wrong with me? And then, that you're gonna be deep throwing that shotgun. It's fucking insane. Therapy's not helping. The therapists aren't helping. The professionals are not helping. The medical experts are not helping. You know why? They're held hostage. They are afraid to speak out. They are afraid. Everyone, top on down, is terrified to tell you the truth about any of this shit. They will sit there and lie to you. They will sit there and enable this fucking shit. They will enable this fucking shit. All of them. All of them. They're all part of it. But the reason why they're afraid to speak out is because the LGBTQ plus whatever fuck community, they are the massive fucking crybabies. They are the giant fucking crybabies. And the worse, they're a fucking Gestapo. They have the power. Minority? You're not no fucking minority anymore, motherfucker. It's the conservatives, it's the Christians that have to be quiet and shut their fucking mouth. They criticize, they say anything, they're shut down, they're called a bigot. If people don't support you, they're called a bigot. If people support bills you don't like bills that just say, hey, don't teach sex ed to kindergartners, first graders, second graders, third graders, you call them bigots. All of a sudden you start freaking out and acting like you're being victimized, like, oh my God, you're going to be dragged out and beaten because you're gay, which is not what's fucking happening. Like the Florida bill. The way the fucking progressives are reacting to the fucking Florida bill is insane, god damn it. All it's saying is don't teach about dicks and vaginas to kindergartners. Which makes sense. Don't teach about dicks and vaginas to fucking kindergartners, first graders, second graders, third graders. Makes sense. Rational, right? But to them, it's not rational. To them, they see it as a slight. They see it as a personal attack. And they want to cry bully about that shit. They want to use all the tactics they have. They want to use everything they have to throw a huge fucking fit, make a scene, exercise their power, and control. Shut it down. Shut it down, they will. I hope all of these other companies are paying attention. When they signaled that they're cool with LGBTQ, what they got, they invited a fucking virus into their company. And that virus, that cancer, is going to grow. Well, it's actually more of a virus, not a cancer, or whatever. It will destroy. Okay. This feels good. All this ranting and raving feels pretty good. I'm enjoying this. How are you guys feeling, by the way? Is this stream still up? How is it still up? Oh, because no one knows. No one knows about this channel. Generation Hope, let's go. Generation Hope, there is no more hope. It is over. It is over. Watch something Generation Hope? I'll watch Generation Hope. We'll see. We'll see that. We'll see if there is. Maybe there's some hope. I don't know. We'll see that. Right now I'm very black-pilled, okay? All right. Let's go to a chilling part, I suppose. Oh, fuck. Been a lot of ranting, very little chilling. Very little chilling. I think what would chill us is watching, I guess, Ted Cruz talk to this potential Supreme Court judge some more. Now, Ted Cruz is what he is. Okay? I just find this interesting. Very cordial in the beginning, but like a snake, like a lawyer, nice and polite, then vicious, very vicious. Kill with a Karen video from Generation Hope. I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You and I have known each other a long time.
We have.
We went to law school together. We were on the law review together. We were a year apart.
Happily so, I hope, Senator.
We were not particularly close, but we were always friendly and cordial.
I'm going to look up Generation Hope on this place.
And you and I had a very positive and productive meeting in my office where we discussed a number of things, including you were there with former Senator Doug Jones. And we discussed how he and I and a number of other senators had, for 2 different years, participated in reading aloud on the Senate floor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from a Birmingham jail, which is one of the truly great advocacies.
You're under arrest for possession of.
And you and I talked together about our shared admiration for Dr. King. When Senator Grassley questioned you earlier, he asked in particular about Dr. King's speech on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial.
All right. So, very nice in the beginning. Let's get to the part to where he starts to really dig it in.
You gave a speech in April of 2015 at the University of Chicago in which you described the job you do as a judge. And you said sentencing is just plain interesting because it melds together myriad types of law, criminal law, and of course constitutional law, critical race theory. So you described in a speech to a law school what you were doing as critical race theory. And so I guess I would ask, what did you mean by that when you gave that speech?
With respect, Senator, the quote that you are mentioning there was about sentencing policy. It was not about sentencing.
It's the same thing. It's about sentencing. Sentencing policy is sentencing. This lawyer speak is bullshit. Senator, it's about sentencing policy, not sentencing. But what do you use to what are the policies that frame how you sentence? Sentencing policy? Yeah, exactly.
I was talking about the policy determinations of bodies like the Sentencing Commission when they look at a laundry list of various.
I mean, she's a fucking snake, fucking liar. But I mean, you gotta be, I guess, to be a lawyer.
Academic subjects as they consider what the policies should be.
Okay, but you were vice chair of the Sentencing Commission, so let me ask again, what did you mean by, because that was an official responsibility of yours, what did you mean by what you were doing was critical race?
What I meant was that there are a number of, that slide does not show the entire laundry list of different academic disciplines that I said relate to sentencing policy, but none of that relates to what I do as a judge.
What? I would think it has a lot to do with what you do as a judge.
So let me ask you a different question. Is critical race theory taught in schools? Is it taught kindergarten?
And we know it all is. We all know critical race theory is being applied in schools, in the books and lectures and information that stem from that theory are being taught in schools. White kids are being taught to hate themselves, shame themselves. Black kids are also being taught that they can't do anything because they're black, and that they're owed everything because they're black, because white supremacy and white privilege, all this shit. Even though right now, I mean, dude, like, who has actually more, who have more resources as far as like government aid and grants and all that stuff for, like, I don't know, going to college and all this shit. I would say minorities.
Garden through 12th.
Senator, I don't know. I don't think so. I believe it's an
Cruz is the person that's behind my window.
Academic theory that's at the law school level.
We go right here.
As you may recall, during the confirmation hearings of Justice Amy Coney Barrett, there was a great deal of attention paid to the fact that Justice Barrett served as a board member on the Board of Trustees of a religious private school, and the press focused very intensely on the views of that school. In your questionnaire to this committee, you disclosed that you are similarly on a board, specifically the Board of Trustees for the Georgetown Day School.
So she's on board. She's on a school board. Okay.
And that you've been a board member since 2019, and you're currently still a board member. Is that correct?
That is correct.
In regard to the Georgetown Day School, you've publicly said, quote, "Since becoming a member of the GDS community 7 years ago, Patrick and I have witnessed the transformative power of a rigorous progressive education that is dedicated to fostering critical thinking, interdependence, and social justice." When you refer to social justice and the school's mission on social justice, what did you mean by that?
Thank you, Senator, for allowing me to address this issue.
Oh, look at this. They're still trying to be nice, right? But it's bullshit. When she said thank you, she's saying fuck you. Okay? When she said thank you, she's saying fuck you.
It is dedicated to fostering critical thinking, interdependence, and social justice. When you refer to social justice and the school's mission on social justice, what did you mean by that?
Thank you, Senator, for allowing me to address this issue. Georgetown Day School has a special history that I think is important to understand when you consider my service on that board. The school was founded in 1945 in Washington, D.C.
She sounds nervous.
At a time in which, by law, there was racial segregation in this community. Black students were not allowed in the public schools to go to school with white students.
Yeah, but that's been changed though. That's not a thing.
Georgetown Day School is a private school that was created when 3 white families, Jewish families, got together with 3 black families and said that despite the fact that the law requires us to separate,
I know that's a skills
despite the fact that the law is set up to make sure that black children are not treated the same as everyone else, we are going to form a private school so that our children can go to school together. The idea of equality, justice, is at the core of the Georgetown Day School mission, and it's a private school such that every parent who joins the community does so willingly with an understanding that they are joining a community that is designed to make sure that every child is valued, every child is treated as having inherent worth, and none are discriminated against because.
But he's talking about a quote she said when she was on the board. It sounds like, let me go back here. It sounds like she's referencing, she gave a year. Let's see.
Thank you, Senator, for allowing me to address this issue. Georgetown Day School has a special history that I think is important to understand when you consider my service on that board. The school was founded.
Okay, so she's talking about history that stems from 1945. She wasn't on the school board when she was in 1945. She wasn't born in 1945. Okay, so anyway.
At the core of the.
She's just saying that the school has some history and that they made some changes, made some progress. But he's actually Ted Cruz is more asking about your quote as far as how the school is currently, like the teachings and all that stuff going on now.
With the public record, because if you look at the Georgetown Day School's curriculum, it is filled and overflowing with critical race theory. That among the books that are either assigned or recommended, they include critical race theory, an introduction. They include The End of Policing, an advocacy for abolishing police.
Oh, which is going so well over there in any community that's doing it right, even here in Houston, where the police are kind of restrained.
Include How to Be an Anti-Racist by Ibram Kendi. They include literally stacks and stacks of books, and I'll tell you 2 of the ones that were most stunning. They include a book called Anti-Racist Baby.
Anti-racist baby. What is a racist baby? What is a racist baby? They come out and they say wetback? What the fuck? What is a racist baby? Gaga goo goo nigger? I mean, what is a racist baby? Are you sleeping at the old folks home? Yeah, right. What is it doesn't make any sense.
Kendi. And there are portions of this book
why my 2 moms are scissoring
that I find really quite remarkable. One portion of the book says babies are taught to be racist or anti-racist. There is no neutrality.
No neutrality.
Another portion of the book,
which, I mean, that's obviously a lie. Dude, my kids still, to this day, they don't even see. Like, they don't even recognize, like, the color. Like, it's not even, like, something they'd really notice. Though, I'm sure in their school, even here in Texas, I bet you every now and then it's being slipped in. Oh, we have different skin colors for different reasons. I don't know. I'm sure.
They recommend to babies confess when being racist.
How? What the fuck? Baby, you're being racist. You stop being racist, otherwise I'm not going to feed you. You damn racist baby. This sounds like a joke. This sounds like this would be a hilarious, like, SNL skit. My damn racist baby. My baby won't stop saying the word nigger. My baby keeps on saying niggers must hang. Niggers must hang. What the fuck? Oh, that's gonna get me in trouble. YouTube, I was saying it would be racist for a baby to say that. Okay, we're talking about a racist baby. We're talking about racist babies. That doesn't even exist. What are we talking about? Oh shit! A racist baby. What is that? How does that work? There's a black nanny. There's a black nanny, and every time the nanny changes the diaper, the baby pisses on her. Is that a racist baby?
Now, this is a book that is taught at Georgetown Day School to students in pre-K through second grade, so 4 through 7 years old. Do you agree with this book that is being taught with kids that babies are racist?
Senator,
some babies, there's science. Is she gonna say, Senator? There's research on this. I talked to Vosh. There's research on this where sometimes babies will really gravitate towards the letter K, and that's problematic, especially when they put 3 Ks in a row and then cheer happily about it. That's a problem. It's an epidemic. We need to solve that. Oh, she's silent. She has nothing to say. Wait, go back. That's like 15 seconds of dead air.
I do not believe that any child should be made to feel as though they are racist or though they are not valued or though they are less than, that they are victims, that they are oppressors. I don't believe in any of that. But what I will say...
And right now, those that champion her on the woke side are sharpening the guillotine. You better be careful what you say there. Sharpening, you know? Did you just say you didn't think all children need to be racist? The children need to be shamed? Those racist white babies?
Is that when you asked me whether or not this was taught in schools, critical race theory, my understanding is that critical race theory as an academic theory is taught in law schools, and to the extent that you were asking the question, I understood you to be addressing public schools. Georgetown Day School, just like the religious...
Oh, I didn't know what you mean. Bullshit.
...just school that Justice Barrett was on the board of is a private school.
Okay, so you agree critical race theory is taught at Georgetown Day School?
I don't know, because the board is not, the board does not control the curriculum. The board does not focus on that. That's not what we do as board members. So I'm actually not sure.
Well, and I'll note that the board is
my kids
chaired
are black
by Professor Fairfax, your college roommate.
My kids are so black. When the light's off, I don't even see them, man. I don't even see. They disappear on me.
I introduced you yesterday, so the two of you serve on the board together.
It makes hide and
Another
seek
book
really
that
hard.
is
though.
on the summer reading for 3rd through 5th grade is a book called Stamped for Kids, again by Ibram Kendi. I read the entirety of the book, and I will say it is an astonishing book. On page 33, it asks the question, can we send white people back to Europe?
Oh, okay, wait. Can we send white people back to Europe? I don't know. Can we send black people back to Africa? I mean, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll go back to Europe and we'll take it. Ungrateful fucking bastards. Ungrateful fucking bastards. Oh my God. Like, who came over here? Europeans, right? Talking about America. Yeah, sure. Did we kill a lot of natives? Yeah, but they were killing us too. And natives, they weren't fucking kind. They weren't having like peace and love circles. Okay? They weren't scissoring each other out of love. They weren't doing like pride parades and having gay orgies. Okay? No. They're super straight and fucking warriors, god damn it. Savages. And I mean that in a complimentary way. They're fierce. Anyway.
That's on 33. That's what's being given to 8 and 9 years old.
I mean, they make it seem as if like everything we have here in America It wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for slavery, if it wasn't for blacks. God damn it. The reason why the blacks came over here, the slaves, because the blacks sold out their own. How about that? How about that? Fucking shit.
It also, on page 115, says the idea that we should pretend not to see racism is connected to the idea that we should pretend not to see color. It's called color blindness. Skipping ahead, here's what's wrong with this. It's ridiculous. Skin color is something we all absolutely see. Skipping ahead, so to pretend not to see color is pretty convenient if you don't actually want to stamp out racism in the first place. Now, what this book argues for is the exact opposite of what Dr. King spoke about on the floor of the Lincoln Memorial. And are you comfortable with these ideas being taught to children as young as 4 in respect to the first book, as young as 8 and 9 in respect to the second book?
Senator, I have not reviewed.
It doesn't really matter because when they're at school, they're so distracted with pronouns. Oh my God. Dude, they're being taught the Z-Zer nonsense pronoun shit. They're being taught, hey, go be gay in the bathroom, kids. Hey, we want to have a private conversation with an adult teacher. Don't tell your parents that we had this conversation. Fucking A, dude. Our kids, Generation Hope, I'm looking at the channel. I see some hopeful, inspiring videos. But it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough for me. We'll play some, though. Eventually, we'll get there.
Reviewed any of those books, any of those ideas. They don't come up in my work as a judge, which I'm respectfully here to address. In my work as a judge, which is evidenced from my near decade on the bench.
Okay, good.
I am.
Then let's go back to your work as a judge.
Oh, this is where it gets good. This is where she has like lenient sentencing for, pedophiles.
As was noted in the first slide, you discussed sentencing as being related to critical race theory. And earlier, there's been some back and forth as Democratic senators have tried to address your sentencing patterns as it concerns child pornography. And I'll confess, Judge Jackson, as I listened to your testimony, I believe you are someone who is compassionate. I believe you care for children, obviously your children and other children. But I also see a record of activism and advocacy as it concerns sexual predators that stems back decades and that is concerning.
You know, let me tell you something. If you're a sexual predator, you deserve to be on the list. And that list actually should be like a list that, you do something with that list. That's what I'll say. That's how I feel. I'm not even joking. I would sign off on camps. I mean, re-education chambers. I mean, stuff like that. Yeah.
You wrote your note on the Harvard Law Review on
it's crazy
sex crimes.
It's crazy.
Your note is your major academic
They're
work
coming
on the Law
after
Review,
me.
and yours is entitled
They're going for the
Prevention versus
riots
Punishment Towards
of child
the Principal
predators. It's crazy.
Distinction in the restraint of released sex offenders.
But Mr. Cruz, if we lock all the predators up, they won't be grooming kids. It's crazy.
And in it, you argue, and I quote, a
That's the
recent
voice
spate
in
of
her head.
legislation purports to regulate released sex offenders by requiring them to register with local law enforcement officials, notify community members of their presence, undergo DNA testing, and submit to civil commitment for an indefinite term. Although many
Yeah, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I have no problem with that. I don't see how that's an issue with the Constitution either, how it violates any sort of constitutional right. You're on a list. You're on a registry because you're a sex offender. You like to diddle kids. You should be branded. Yeah.
courts and commentators herald these laws as valid regulatory measures. Others reject them as punitive enactments that violate the rights of individuals who have already been sanctioned for their crimes. Under existing doctrine, the constitutionality of sex offender statutes depends upon their characterization as essentially preventative rather than punitive. And what you go on to explain is if they're viewed as punitive, they are unconstitutional. If they're viewed as preventative, they are not. And throughout the course of your note, you argue they should be viewed as punitive and therefore unconstitutional. Indeed.
So, a sex registry, keeping track of sexual predators, is punitive. Even if it's punitive. So what? So fucking what? Does she want sexual predators to just be right next to a school, watching the kids as they play on the playground through binoculars, jerking themselves off? That's crazy, Ted Cruz.
In the second to last page, you go through each of those four categories. You say requirements that sex offenders register may or may not be unconstitutional, depending upon whether, quote, in which sex offenders have no privacy right.
Oh, Chauncey, I hope she's canceled. I really hope the left to really devour her, but I have a funny feeling she's going to be picked. She's going to be chosen. She's going to get it. We already know she's going to get it. She's black, and she's a woman. This is what Biden asked for. Biden's going to get that. Mr. Dead Man, that's right, man. You know what, dude? I'm going to come out. I'm going to fucking troon out. I'm going to fucking troon out and say that, dude, I'm going to troon out. You tell you why? I'm going to troon out so I can tell women they need to shut the fuck up. So I can be, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going with that. I'm going to rethink that. I'm going to backtrack that. I'm not trooning out.
Information or blood samples. So you suggest that may or may not be constitutional, or you raise doubts about it. And then you raise very significant doubts about community notification, and you heavily suggest that civil commitment for sexual predators is unconstitutional. Do you still agree with the sentiments you expressed in your law school note? Okay.
Here's her rebuttal. Yikes, buddy. I'm joking. I'm not trooning out, guys. If I did, it would only be a bit. And I would hope you'd see through it and be like, okay, all right, what's he doing with this? What is he doing? All right.
Respectfully, Senator, those are not the sentiments that I expressed in my law school note. My law school note was about sex offender registration laws, which at the time were relatively new. As you know from our time in law school, one of the things that law school students do is they look for new developments in the law and they try to analyze them. That's something that makes for good fodder for a law school note.
Think critically about certain laws. Even when they were new, I'm surprised there'd be much opposition, but okay. I guess people really do care about these predators.
My note, which came out in 1996, was shortly after there were new Megan's laws. And the point that I was making was not that the laws were bad, that the laws were wrong. I was trying to assess something that is sort of fundamental in terms of the characterization of the laws. I didn't say that they were unconstitutional one way or the other. What I was trying to assess was how they are characterized. Some courts would look at those laws and call them preventative, and that has a certain set of consequences. Some courts would call them punitive, and that has a certain set of consequences. And what I was trying to do is figure out how to make the determination, whether they were punitive or preventative.
Well, your note argued that they were punitive, and I would note that view, there have been some on the bench that have advocated that. The Supreme Court in 1997 decided a case called Kansas versus Hendricks, in which it upheld Kansas's civil commitment statute. That was a 5-4 vote. This has been a question that has been close at the Supreme Court. And I would note beyond that, that in terms of the prevalence of these statutes, all 50 states and D.C. have registry requirements. 47 states have community notification requirements. All 50 states have DNA or blood banks for sex offenders requirements. And 20 of the states, the federal government in D.C., have laws that allow for the indefinite detention of sex offenders. I would note in the state of Texas, a state court of appeals, relying on very much the same sort of reasoning you advocated in your note, struck down Texas's sexually violent predator civil commitment law. At the time I was the Solicitor General of Texas, I personally argued that appeal in the Texas Supreme Court. And the Texas Supreme Court unanimously reversed the Court of Appeals and upheld our statute. And if the views you advocated in law school prevailed, civil commitment laws across the country would be struck down, releasing sexual predators. And under the argument, community notification and DNA bank.
Okay, I know. We've been listening to that. But if you're following here, it all comes together. The stream has a theme here. They want to groom your kids. They want to groom your kids. Okay. She is for, or in favor of, our lenient, relaxing the laws. Maybe even removing some of the requirements when it comes to sexual predators. Why? What good does that do? How does that keep the kids safe? She's not concerned about the safety of the kids. She's like, oh, that's too much of a burden. Oh, that's too strict. Oh, that's she's feeling for the wrong person. Her heart is for the wrong person. Her heart should be for the kids. She has kids. Her heart should be for the kids. It shouldn't even be about the heart. It should just be about the fact of the matter. You have a predator, a sex offender. Yo, they did it once. They could possibly do it again. Keep an eye on them. Definitely keep an eye on them. Okay? Forever. I don't care how long. But she's like, no. I want to release them. They're punitive. They should be released. Why? Let's combine that with what the schools are doing, indoctrinating our kids with LGBTQ stuff behind the parents' back. Let's combine that with how Walt Disney's freaking out, or certain people at Walt Disney are freaking out, certain LGBTQ people freaking out because, the kids can't be groomed at school anymore. But that's essentially what they're saying, right? They're looking at the Don't Say Gay bill, which they're totally lying about. Has nothing to do with Don't Say Gay. They look at the bill and be like, oh, what do you mean you can't teach kindergartners how to have homosexual relationships and how to scissor each other? And they start freaking out about that. And they walk out and protest and demand Disney do better. Demand Disney have gay Buzz Lightyear and Andy Woody or whatever his name is kissing and making out. Have gay characters in Disney shows. Have more gay stuff in Disney shows all across the board. They want more. Why? Combine this with this nominee. Okay, wanting to relax the laws, the requirements when it comes to sex offenders. I think it's a combined collective effort to say fuck you to the kids, to destroy. Now, do I think that these people have a secret cabal and they gather around and they talk about the plan? No. Come on, I'm not Alex Jones here. I mean, he gets things right though. Come on, I don't have a tinfoil cap on here, okay? They're not that level of conspiracy. Okay. What I think though is that they've been indoctrinated with this super liberal progressive thinking. Oh, we got to think about the victims. We got to rethink about how we treat. No, not the victims. We got to think about the predators. We got to think about. I mean, they consider those that commit the crime, the criminals, as victims of the state. That the state is being too punitive on them. So we got to think about them as victims too. That mindset, the fucking bleeding heart, liberal, super progressive bullshit mindset. Combine that with. Tolerance for everyone be gay, everyone be lesbian, women can be men can be women. That's crazy nonsense. It all combines together to create chaos in society and crumble. It's crazy. Imagine not wrenching your tire. 6 people in chat. I know, right? I only have one wrench. I only have one wrench. Okay. It's almost lunchtime. But we have some more to watch.
Laws could well be struck down as well. Is that an outcome that should concern people?
Chauncey, you are a homosexual. That's why you have the wrench. Sorry to tell you, but you're gay.
Senator, my note wasn't advocating for the striking down of those laws. My note was trying to identify criteria that I thought could be applied consistently to determine whether the laws were punitive or preventative.
But with respect
Either
to Jackson, you argued that they were punitive, and you further say in the note, if they're punitive, they're unconstitutional.
I was looking at 4 different kinds of laws, and not all of them, did I say, were punitive.
Okay, so let's take civil commitments laws. If you look at civil commitment laws right now, the UCLA School of Law, Williams Institute, estimates more than 6,300 sex offenders are currently detained in civil commitment programs. If the view you advocated prevailed, presumably those 6,300 sex offenders would be released to the public. Is that an outcome that should be concerning?
Senator, in law school, when I was writing a note, I was looking at a brand new set of laws.
She can't say yes or no to that. That's a yes or no. Okay? It should just be a no. Or wait, sorry. It should be a yes. It should be yes. Or for her, it should be a no. Because it is concerning. It is concerning.
That had not previously been enacted in any jurisdiction. They were new. And I was assessing at the time, as law school students do, what criteria I thought might be used by courts to make a determination in the future as to whether or not they should be treated as punitive and therefore not unconstitutional, but as therefore ones that carry with them certain rights versus preventative. Those.
Okay.
That's right, Chauncey. Chauncey even admits it. Chauncey came out of the closet. He's gay. He is a homosexual. You know, I was going to have a celebration about that, but it's only the 6 of us. I don't think anyone really cares. There's that. I'll dedicate a stream for you, Chauncey Fatsack. Chauncey Fatsack is now a homosexual. Oh, God.
Judge Jackson, so you've pointed that these were views in law school. And listen, I will recognize that all of us, when we are students, may have views that as time and maturity passes on, we may change. But what troubles me is this was not just a law school view. It's one that has continued.
Galdi,
so when you were vice chairman of
I'm
the
getting some
Sentencing
gay
Commission,
vibes from you, Galdi.
you expressed significant concerns that the White House has
Schroebel's
argued that your quotes were taken out of context. So I want to provide the full context
very
of
flaming
your
right
quote,
now.
because you said, yes, I want to ask you about the means by which we can distinguish more or less serious offenders. I know that all of you sort of touched on that. Mr. Futrell, you talked about going from singular to one-on-one to group experience. I'm just wondering if there's some sort
interested.
of
Even
inevitable
better.
and natural progression
Boom.
from one stage to the other, such that you can say that the least serious
Galdi,
offenders
you're now
are in the
homosexual.
singular experience stage. And I guess
You are now gay. You have a wrench. Okay? Schroebel, you're now gay. You have a wrench. Look at that. Look at that.
my thought is, in looking at some of the testimony that other people will have later
You are all gator to me.
in the day, I was surprised at some of the testimony with respect to the motivation of offenders, and we're talking about child pornography offenders, and that there are people who get involved with this kind of activity who may not be pedophiles and who may not be necessarily interested really in the child pornography, but have other motivations with respect to the use of technology and being in the group. And here are lots of reasons perhaps why people might engage in this. And so I'm wondering whether you could...
What other reason is there to have possession of child pornography? What? Let's back that up. Let's back that up. There's no good reason.
If there's some sort of inevitable and...
I mean, it is illegal to be in possession of child pornography. Plain and simple. There is no defense. You could say, you open an email and you saw it right away and you deleted it. Immediately you destroyed it. Okay, you could say that. All right? And maybe it'd be like, okay, he destroyed it.
Natural progression from one stage to the other, such that you could say that the least serious offenders are in the singular experience stage. And I guess my thought is, in looking at some of the testimony that other people will have later in the day, I was surprised at some of the testimony with respect to the motivation of offenders, and we're talking about child pornography offenders, and that there are people who get involved with this kind of activity who may not be pedophiles and who may not be necessarily interested really in the child pornography, but have other motivations with respect to the use of technology.
Have other motivations in respect to the use of technology. They enjoy sending emails or downloading stuff so much. They enjoy Discord so much. They enjoy, I don't know. Dude, this doesn't make any sense. This makes no sense. This person is laxed in an area where she shouldn't be laxed on, unless she's. It is insane to me, right? It paints the picture of. It really starts coloring in the conspiracy of like certain politicians, certain people, especially on the left, that are that really love kids a little too much, right? That's what it's really doing. It's coloring in those little conspiracy theories and things. Make me wonder, wow. She is laxed on pedophiles. She's laxed on people having CP. And the people that are on her team have a lot of CP. In fact, the president's son had CP on his laptop. Even the president had incestuous relations. Got into a shower with his daughter. That was confirmed. Weird. And but he talks about kids in a weird way. He's a creep. Likes to smell hair. Probably a PEDO. She would be lenient. She's the judge they need. Like, they are looking, these snakes, these vipers, they're looking for a judge that will be lenient on them when they fuck up. Or what I should say, when they fuck kids. That's what they're looking for. Stream cuts out. I don't know. Does the stream cut out? I mean, it's still green.
And being in the group, and here are lots of reasons perhaps why people might engage in this. And so I'm wondering whether you could say that there could be a less serious child pornography offender who is engaging in the type of conduct in the group experience level because their motivation is the challenge or to use the technology. They're very sophisticated technologically, but they aren't necessarily that interested in the child pornography piece of it. Now I find that a pretty remarkable argument, that people in possession of child pornography are not actually interested in the child porn. They're not pedophiles. They're just interested in technology. Is that
right? Such a stupid argument.
And I wanted to provide the whole quote because the White House said that portions of this were used out of context. So this is your entire quote. Do you agree with that sentiment, that there is some meaningful population of people who have child pornography but are not, in fact, pedophiles or getting satisfied?
She looks like she's going to cry. Let's look closer. She looks like she's going to cry. She looks... No, Ted Cruz.
Action from it?
You're being crazy, Ted Cruz. You're making me cry.
Thank you, Senator, for allowing me to address what appears to be a question that I was asking in the context of a hearing on child pornography. You've provided the entire quote, and it looks as though I was asking that of someone, not taking that position. And the position that I've taken in all of my...
Oh, but she has a record. And how your feelings are with Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta's been on fire lately. He's been doing some pretty good streams. You know, yeah, I think he covered one of her cases that she was involved in, and wow, what a doozy.
My sentencings involving child pornography offenders is to ensure that despite the attitude and view of many of the offenders who came before me when I was a trial judge, that they were just lookers, that they weren't really harming anyone, that they were curating their...
He was a Medicare femboy.
collections, and they never touched a child. I made sure that they understood that notwithstanding their collecting behavior, that they were causing significant harm.
So Judge Jackson, all right, you raise your actual sentencing, and I think that's very productive. Let's take a look at your actual sentencing.
All right, guys, let me ask you this. Smash or pass? She says, I'll suck your dick for $10. Do you do it? Do you pay her $10? She says, I'll suck your dick. She'll suck your dick. She'll lick your balls. She'll even lick your ass. You're like, no, that's too much. She'll be like, look, it's only $5 if you let me lick your ass and suck your balls and suck your dick. Would you? You get a whole wash. She's washing you, man. And then afterwards, she's like, "You can even piss in my mouth. You can treat me like a toilet. Okay, you can just it still be a pass. Okay, all right, guys. Well, that's good. That's good. It would be a pass for me too. I wouldn't trust her. What a time to pop in. Well, Dymo, smash or pass. I'm Whoopi Goldberg's cousin over here. Okay? She said she'll suck you off, suck your balls, lick your ass for $5. Okay? You get a full wash. You got to say it like a crackhead. This man is a sicko. It's just a question. Out of all the stuff we talked about, fast, you should know my type. Oh, yeah, British girls. That's fine.
And you've had 10...
That's the correct answer. Pass is the correct answer.
...different cases involving child pornography. These are the cases. There are two, U.S. versus Buttry and U.S. versus...
No, hold on there. Hold on. But the blonde that's holding the sign...
There are two...
Who is she? We need to get more of her.
U.S. versus Buttry and U.S. versus Can, for which the government did not make a recommendation. And you said earlier, when Chairman Durbin was trying to preempt this line of attack, you said it's a sickening and egregious crime, which I very much agree with. And you said the guidelines lead to extreme departures. Okay? Let's look at what the prosecutors are asking for. And I would note that this was in the...
Okay, this part's really great. He looks at how what the sentencing guideline was and what she gave him. This shows a pattern of like how lenient she is.
District of Columbia, where prosecutors are far more liberal than many of the prosecutors in this country. And in every case in which, so United States versus Hess, there was a mandatory statutory minimum of 60 months, and you imposed 60 months because you had no discretion. In United States versus Nickerson, there was a mutual agreement of the parties to 120 months, and that's what you imposed. In every other case, United States versus Chazen, the prosecutor asked for 78 to 97 months. You imposed 28 months. 28 months is a 64%.
Wow. And the prosecutor asked that. Okay. Wow.
Reduction. In United States versus Cooper, the prosecutor asked for 72 months. you imposed 60 months.
Oh, no, he didn't have that much CP. He didn't have that much child pornography. You're being crazy. You're being crazy. What's wrong with little CP on your computer? You're being crazy over there. Let's go put in 28 months.
It was a 17% reduction. In United States versus Downs, the prosecutor asked for 70 months. You imposed 60.
I wonder what the race of the defendant was. I wonder if that's a factor. I wonder if there's a correlation with that.
That was a 14% reduction. In United States versus Hawkins, the prosecutor asked for 24 months. You imposed 3 months. That was an 88% reduction. In United States versus Savage, the prosecutor asked for 49 months. You imposed 37. That was a 24% reduction. In United States versus Stewart, the prosecutor asked for 97 months. You imposed 57. That was a 41% reduction. Every single case, 100% of them, when prosecutors came before you with child pornography cases.
And it looks like there's the completionist behind him, which is weird because I thought he was on G4 TV. That's either the completionist or, yeah, that looks like him.
You sentenced the defenders to substantially below, not just the guidelines, which are way higher, but what the prosecutor asked for on average of these cases, 47.2% less. Now, you
wow,
said
she must really not care about the kids. This is what I'm talking about, man. They care more about the criminals. They see the criminals as victims of the state. When they see a crime, then they see all this shit. They see two victims: the victim of the criminal, and then the criminal's also the victim. They don't even the person who's the suspect, the person who's the suspect in all this. Even when they're convicted, they don't see them as like vile. They don't see him as someone who's deserving of punishment, really. They see him as someone who's, I don't know, a victim of happenstance, a victim of the environment, okay? Oh. If only if the environment were to be different. If only if certain situations of certain contexts were to change. Oh, if only we were more progressive and understanding. Psh, psh. I mean, look, across the United States, prosecutors are being very much more lenient. Just letting things go. Letting these criminals go. Letting them fucking go. Even here in Houston, murderers picked up for murder. Fucking murder. And the evidence is right fucking there. It's not that it's dismissed. It's not that they throw the case out. No. It's a fucking what is that no cash bail thing, whatever. They just release. Come back. Just come back. Come back on your court date. Do they come back? They don't fucking come back. You know what else they do? They commit more murder. Commit more rape. I gotta tell you, man, Houston, Texas is contending with Detroit for like murder capital. Houston is, okay? Texas is winning, son. Texas is a state about winning.
You made sure the voice of the children was heard. Do you believe in a case like United States versus Hawkins, where the prosecutor asked for 24 months and you sentenced the offender to only 3 months? Do you believe the voice of the children is heard when 100% of the time you're sentencing those in possession of child pornography to far below what the
Does she have CP on her computer? I wouldn't be surprised.
prosecutor's asking for?
She was,
Yeah.
dude. Now I'm actually legitimately worried. She probably does. Who knows? If she has kids on, dude. She, I don't even want to say what's in my head right now.
Senator, I do.
Could you explain how?
I will. A couple of observations. One is that your chart does not include all of the factors that Congress has told judges to consider, including the probation office's recommendation in these cases.
Well, Judge Jackson, we don't have those probation. The committee has not been given the probation office's recommendation. We would welcome them. Mr. Chairman, I would love to see those. We don't have access to them.
The second thing I would say is that I take these cases very seriously as a mother.
Oh, it don't seem like it. As a mother, if anything, on that track record, you're like that crack whore that'll let her drug dealer fuck her 5-year-old daughter for some meth, you stupid. Sorry. I got fucking triggered. I don't see it. I don't see it. You say you take it seriously as a mother. Do you now? Do you? Mm-hmm. Okay.
As someone who, as a judge, has to review the actual evidence in these cases and based on Congress's requirement,
But you're the judge. You're the judge. Be a judge.
Into account not only...
Dude, this is why they really want her. She's told what to do and she does it. They want someone in the Supreme Court that's going to do their bidding. Be their little puppet. I can't say monkey. Be their little puppet. Okay?
The sentencing guidelines, not only the recommendations of the parties, but also things like the stories of the victims. Also things like the nature and circumstances of the offense and the history and characteristics of the defendant. Congress is the body that tells sentencing judges what they are supposed to look at.
He just showed you a chart of what the guidelines were. You're blaming Congress? Oh, this cunt is rich. I hope she does not get nominated. Or whatever. Or get picked. But she's probably going to get picked. Let's be serious here. She's black and she's a woman. It's what Biden wanted. Okay?
And Congress has said that a judge is not playing a numbers game. The judge is looking at all of these different factors and making a determination in every case based on a number of different considerations. And in every case.
We have to be very considerate when we prosecute sex offenders. All right? You have enough evidence there to convict them. You're now at the sentencing. Oh, they did the crime, but it was kind of oopsie daisy. They didn't really mean to have the CP. Billy Bob didn't mean to rape that 8-year-old girl. I mean, he just kind of fell on top of her and his penis was out, okay? Didn't mean to do it. It was by accident. Jesus Christ, man. This stupid cunt. She's a fucking vapid whore. She probably is. I don't have anything nice to say about her at all. She's a mom. I was about to say something about her kids. I'll refrain from that. I'll refrain. I will I will hold myself back on that. Okay. All right. Now, chances are the stream may not last very long. Okay? I like doing these rent and chill streams. There's lots to talk about. Lots to rage about. Good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bronx Beats, Fish Drowner, Gaudifilla. Trouble 262, thank you so much for participating in the chat. You guys take it easy and have a good one.